Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a blogger, a content creator, and small business owner. I have an online store called Hey Red Shop, so if you guys are interested, I'll leave the links in the description box below. But today, I want to talk about Wrath of Man with Jason the Legend Statham. Now, this man, much like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, has not had to go outside of his typical character to see a lot of success, you know. On the surface, Wrath of Man seems like something that he's done before. But oh no, not this way. He's been a villain before. He's been the cop on the edge before. He's done the revenge thing before where he's seeking revenge for himself or for someone else. You know, he's done iterations of this type of character before, but not this way. Wrath of Man is about a man whose son was killed during a heist, and he wants to know who was responsible. He is trying to find out who done it. Who is it? Oh my gosh, it's so good. It really surprised me. It has the action you're looking for. It has the drama that gets in here. It has the character development that is oftentimes missing from some of these action movies. So the story starts with a man and his son were caught in the crossfire during a heist, and both were shot. And he was thought to be dead with his son, but he survived. And after he survived, he started looking for the people responsible. As the story goes on and you see him sort of going through the motions of his life, talking to his wife, talking to friends of his, going to work, what he does at work, you see that something else is going on here. You don't know what it is, but nothing is as it seems. And as the story goes on, you view what happened from different perspectives. So you think that, you know, father and son just happen to be at the wrong place and the wrong time. And that is true. But there were other events that led to this particular moment in time, and they're not what you think. So he starts working at this security agency that transports money throughout the city, and we're in Los Angeles. So that adds a whole other kind of vibe to this, because Los Angeles is not like Kansas City. So Los Angeles has its own kind of vibe, and the danger level feels a little bit higher than if it had been somewhere else. So that was a good choice. So he's going about his days, security officer, and somebody tries to hijack the car that he's in. He terminates those people. As he goes through the motions of doing that, he takes their masks off and he appears to be looking for something and not finding it. And then what happens after that? This is a new agency that he's working for, so he gets a little clout from doing that. It's like he's not afraid to step into a dangerous situation. Very slowly, more and more pieces of the puzzle sort of come into play. He is not a hired gun in this movie. He is the guy above the guy that hires the gun. Plus, your idea of who he is as a person doesn't come from just the things that he says, because his character says very little throughout the entire movie. It's what he does and how he does it that really gets your attention. He has a single-minded focus. As the guy, he has his people also at the same time looking for the people that are responsible. And when I tell you the people that he does find are like the stuff on the bottom of your shoe, this movie is rated R for a reason. Not just because, oh, we can see blood or hear language. It's the type of violence that is in this movie is very different from other movies. It's not just like smash and grab, kick down doors. The level that they operate on is very different. His method is to cut down the forest, burn what's left, leave no stone unturned. And to do that in a modern age, as the guy, created some very disturbing and unique situations for them to be in. Because this is not what they do, but this is what they are going to do right here and right now. At the same time, he is also personally investigating as well. He knows what company was stolen from, and he thinks that by being there, being on the inside, that he may get some insight into what happened that day. Even though he's the guy, he could not pay his way into getting this information because of how much money is involved. It was a very smart approach to take as someone who is actually trained to do that type of work. He wasn't just someone who sits in an office all day and thinks that he can act his way through each day. And then we find out the people that are responsible for this and their characters. I was like, very smart, very interesting, and I believed it. Very authentic character group, why they did what they did, who they are. It all felt very authentic, very real, and plausible. In so many ways, this movie caught me off guard. I highly recommend it for anybody who likes those like crime dramas, action movies, crime action movies, Jason Statham movies. There is something special about this movie, and when you get to the end, it's bittersweet, as it should be. It's such a good movie. I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. There are some weak spots in the storyline, but not so much to distract me. I am laser focused on what is happening because it's like a mystery inside of an action crime thriller. So I highly recommend it. Thank you all for spending your time here with me today. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.